So to get this top started, we're going to grab our category 3 yarn, make a slip knot, grab our 4mm hook, and we're going to make a chain that fits around our entire body, and mine comes out to 36 inches. And once when you have your chain, you're going to connect it to the other end of the chain to make one big circle. But before we do that, we're just going to hold our thumb along one side of the chain, making sure that it's not twisted anywhere, so that once when we actually connect it, it's not messed up, so that it's easier to do the next row. And once when it's all facing one direction, we're going to insert our hook with a slip stitch. And once when you're here, you're going to chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. Go ahead and double crochet once into every loop that we have, going all the way around. Once you double crocheted all the way around your chain, now we're just going to connect it with a slip stitch. And remember, we did a chain 3 to count as a double crochet in the beginning. Now we're just going to count up 1, 2, 3. Go ahead and insert your hook with a slip stitch. And this is our first row. And from here, we're just going to chain up 3, prepare for a double crochet, and put 1 double crochet into every loop that we have, going back around and connect it the same way that we just did. And this is going to be the bottom portion. This is completely customizable. You can make it tall or short, whatever you like. And you're going to keep going until you get the size that you need. So this is the length that I have. Just as a reference, I have 6 rows, and from bottom to top, I have 2.5 inches. And from here, I'm just going to do 1 row of net just to switch things up a little bit. So what we're going to do is chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. Go ahead and chain up another 3. And from here, we're going to prepare for a double crochet. Go ahead and count out 4 loops. Insert our hook into that 4th loop with a double crochet. And this is 1 net. And we're just going to do this one more time just to show you. We're going to do a chain of 3, prepare for a double crochet, and then we're going to count out 4 loops. Insert your hook into that 4th loop with a double crochet. And we're going to continue doing this pattern all the way around. So we're nearly finished with our first row of net. Now we're just going to connect it with a slip stitch. And remember, in the beginning we did a chain up of 6. We're going to count up 3, so 1, 2, 3. Insert your hook into that 3rd loop and connect it with a slip stitch. And now you've connected it. And from here, I'm just going to do another row of solid double crochet, but you can continue doing net. You can do whatever you like. But for me, I'm just going to chain up 3, prepare for a double crochet, and I'm going to double crochet once into every loop that we have. So I just got done doing my next row of double crochet, and for me, for the rest from here up until underneath my bust, I'm going to keep doing rows of net. So just as a refresher, go ahead and do a chain of 3. This counts as a double crochet. Go ahead and chain up another 3, so 6 in total. Prepare for a double crochet. Go ahead and count out 4 loops. Insert your hook with a double crochet. And that is 1 net. Let's do this one more time, super quick. Chain up 3, prepare for a double crochet, count out 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Insert our hook into that 4th loop with a double crochet. And we're going to keep doing that until the net reaches a little under your bust. So I just got done doing my chunk of rows of net, and in total I have 16 rows, and from bottom to top I have 8 inches. And then from here we're going to start to do the top portion, but right now we're just going to follow this pattern that we did. So for the next row, we're just going to do a row of solid double crochet. So go ahead and chain up 3, prepare for a double crochet. Go ahead and double crochet once into every loop that we have, going around the entire thing. So I just got done with our 1 row of double crochet, and y'all guessed it, we're going to do 1 more row of net. So just as a refresher, go ahead and chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet. Chain up another 3, so 6 in total. Prepare for a double crochet. Then we're going to count out 4 loops. Once we get to the 4th loop, go ahead and insert your hook and do a double crochet into that loop, and we're going to do this 1 row of net all the way around. So we just finished doing our 18th row, and in total we have 9 inches, and from here on out we're going to be doing a single block of double crochet, just like how we did down here. And from here, this is going to be the size that needs to cover your chest. So from here you're going to measure out how long you need, but subtract that by maybe an inch or 2, because we are going to have little triangle cups that come up for the straps as well. So go ahead and do that, and I'll meet you once when we have our block of double crochet. So as y'all can see, we just got done with the main body portion. We're going to ignore this part for a second. From bottom to the top, there's 25 rows, which is 12 inches. And from here, we're going to need to work on the straps. So now that we're about to work on the straps, these look like cups, but these aren't actually. This is just a build up to get to the strap. But from here, what we're going to do is figure out where we want our straps to start. And for me, I just picked any of the loops. It didn't matter. All I did know is that I wanted our seam, kind of a seam. All I know is that I wanted this to be on the side, which is where we always did our chain up 3 to start up the new row. So I just put that to the side, and then I picked any loop that I could find that was in the middle. And from here, I counted out 2 from the middle. So this is where one of my markers is, and then I started my next cup 2 loops over. But once we get here, I went ahead and measured out 5 inches. And then I also made sure that there's the same amount of loops on both sides just to make sure that they weren't uneven. And then right after we do that, we're also going to want to flip our work over and then figure out where we want the back to attach as well. Guys, this is going to be an eyeball thing. Go ahead and figure out wherever you want the back to be, and then go ahead and put in your mark. And then I made sure that there is a gap of 4 loops in between the markers. So with all that being said, we're going to flip our work, and then we're going to start working on the decrease portion. So we're going to grab our hook, insert our hook into one of the markers, grab our yarn, make a slip knot, and then from here we're going to pull through and chain up 3. This counts as a double crochet, and we're going to start decreasing right away. So into the next 2 loops we're going to do a decrease. So go ahead and yarn over, insert your hook into the first loop, yarn over, pull through, and then we're going to go into the second loop, yarn over, pull through, go ahead and yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, pull through 2. And that is our decrease on this side. Go ahead and put 1 double crochet into every loop that we have going back down, but leaving 3 loops at the end. So once we were nearly at the end, I left 3 loops like I said, and we're going to do a decrease into the next 2, and then just a regular double crochet into the next. So go ahead and do your decrease. So yarn over, insert your hook, pull through, insert your hook into the next loop, yarn over, pull through, yarn over, pull through 3, yarn over, pull through 2. And then into the last loop, we're going to do 1 double crochet. And from here, we're going to be decreasing in every row that we have, and we're going to keep tapering in until we have 4 loops so that we can have a thicker strap. So go ahead and chain up 3, flip your work, and decrease in every row that we have. So once we have everything tapered in, and like I said, we only have 4 loops left, now we're going to start working on the strap. And from here, we're not going to do any increases or decreases. We're just going to chain up 3. And then once we chain 3, we're just going to prepare for a double crochet and double crochet once into every loop that we have. Once we get to the end, chain up 3 and keep going until it reaches this back portion. And for me, from this point all the way until the back, it's going to be 18 inches. So once we have the length that we need, we're actually going to connect it. And how we're going to do that, as you can see, there's a little seam right here, and this is where we just single crocheted everything back together. So we're going to take our strap, making sure that it's not flipped over, and we're just going to single crochet where we put in our markers. So from here, we're just going to insert our hook in through the back, and we're going to bring the current loop that we have through. And from here, we're going to chain 1 to secure it. And from here, we're just going to single crochet, making sure that we go in through both loops. So we're just going to go into the first loop, and then also into the strap at the same time with a single crochet. I'm going to do that one more time, making sure that we're in the back, and also in the strap, single crochet. And then once we're here, this is all going to depend on where you end. You could either end on the inside or on the outer arm portion, kind of like how this one did, but we're just going to be working on scallops, and it's going to be the same for both sides. So from here, we're just going to be working on the inside. Now to start off our scallops, we're going to single crochet once into the side double crochet that we have. And from here, we're going to chain up 2. This counts as a half double crochet, and we're going to do 6 more half double crochet into this side double crochet that we have. Once we have our 7 half double crochet, we're going to go into the next loop with a single crochet. And from here, we're going to prepare for another half double crochet. We're going to do another set of 7, and then into the next loop, single, and then we're going to keep doing that until we get all the way down here. And once when we get to these individual loops, I'll show you what to do there. So I'm nearly finished doing our scallops around the inside, and we finally made it to the loops in the back, and now I'm just going to show you how to do that, and this is going to be universal for the other arm side and under the top as well. But once when we get here, we're going to count out 2 loops. We're not going to count this loop because there's already something in there. We're going to count 1, 2, then we're going to insert our hook into the third with a single crochet. We're going to prepare for a half double crochet, count out 3, 1, 2, 3, insert your hook into that third, and then do 7 half double crochet scallops in there. So we're going to be inserting our hook into every third. So we're nearly finished with our scallops on this side. Now we just need to connect everything. So we're going to count out 3 loops just like how we normally did. Insert your hook just like if we were going to do a single crochet, but we're not yet at least. And then from here we did a chain 2. So we're going to count up those 2 chains that we did, and then we're going to insert our hook with a slip stitch and then pull through everything that's on the hook, and then chain up 1 to secure. And this is what we have so far. I know that I cheated because I did this already on my own, but this is what we should have, and we're going to do the exact same thing that we had here on the other side. So we just got finished doing the scallops on all the straps. Now we're going to do the same thing along the bottom. So I'm sure y'all already know how to do this, but we're just going to do it one more time as a refresher. We're just going to insert our hook into any one of these loops. It doesn't matter which one. Grab your yarn, make a slip knot, insert it onto our hook, and chain up 2. And from here, go ahead and half double crochet 6 more times into the same loop. And once we have our total of 7 half double crochet, we're going to count out 3 loops, 1, 2, 3, insert a hook into that third one with a single crochet. And we're going to keep doing this along the entire bottom border. So we just got finished doing scallops along the bottom. Now from here, we can flip it inside out. And this is what it's looking like. And then from here, go ahead and weave in your ends. When we're done weaving all the ends, this is our finished product. Thank you so much for watching. I really love doing this request and I hope I did it justice. If y'all recreate this piece, be sure to tag me on Instagram and Twitter, both at TCDDIY. And if you haven't already, please like, share, comment, and subscribe. It really helps out the channel. And lastly, if y'all have any questions about the yarn or the hooks that I use in this video, those links will be in the description. And if you use those links, I get a little kickback, which also helps out the channel. But either way, thank you so much for watching again, and I'll see y'all in the next one.